Sure, my camera. Where did my thingy go? Yo, where did my bro? That should be on top. There we go. Okay. Wait a minute. I need to make sure. Actually, hang on. Let me change this to window. Window capture. This. Transform. Stretch to screen. Put that on top of that. There we go. Okay. Let me just shrink this a tiny bit. Okay. Let me test this, make sure it's good. What do we have? No, wait, hang on. No, wait, hang on. Okay. There, okay. Now I have chat open so I can see that. Okay. Just turn that off. Okay.
We have it going on right now. I'm sorry, so now you're telling me with everything else we have it going on right now, we have to deal with a potential zombie apocalypse happening? You heard me correctly, a zombie apocalypse. Now, before we brush this story off as someone is making it up, oh, it's fake, people are crazy, there are some very convincing videos going around social media, and I've seen 4 of them now in under 24 hours. The first one coming from London, where people described a group of people looking like zombies consuming what looked to be other...
Okay, I've heard of there being something called like kind of like weed or like drugs or something called spice. And I don't know if that's what is they're claiming is zombies or not. Allegedly.
People or potentially deceased animals. Okay, so one video, one crazy video. Then I see a video coming out of Tennessee where a lady is describing almost the exact same situation. Okay, we got 2 videos. Now, a third video scrolls. A lady in North Carolina, a very convincing lady, talking about how her and her husband went out and behind a store they saw what appeared to be a zombie-like pale woman consuming either another person or a deceased animal. So now we got 3 videos. Now this morning, I see the exact same type of video coming out of Seattle, claiming the same thing that they saw in London is happening in Seattle. So I looked into this story, of course, because I wanted a more scientific approach at it. And the scientific approach is that most likely this story is made up out of 3, which then red flag, boop, 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 boop. That's them trying to cover up that this might potentially be.
Okay, think about it though. Hear me out, guys, okay? So if there is like 5 different videos claiming of zombie apocalypse across multiple parts of the world, is it all a scam or all just a lie, a prank, or is it something else? Why would there be tons of different videos in tons of different places all claiming the same thing if there's nothing happening? Think about that for a minute.
Real. So they're saying that the disease may be coming from deer. Now, I don't know how many countries have deer. I would assume England does. I know America does. So that could be likely, but truth starts somewhere. And for all of these people to have such convincing stories of what they saw and it had to do with a zombie apocalypse, we all have a lot going on. I don't know if we can handle a zombie apocalypse on top of all of this. I'm sorry. So now you're telling me with everything else we have going on right now.
Interesting.
When the zombie apocalypse starts, you don't want to be the person that has to get dragged to safety.
Okay, that's just someone just... See now? The dates change. You see this? That's what's interesting.
Bitch, this better be fake. Y'all peep this shit. Before I get into it, let me make this abundantly motherfucking clear. I am a see it to believe it type of motherfucker. So with that being said, I ain't believing shit until I actually see it for myself. Not on the internet, not on somebody else's video, right in 3D. You know what I mean?
I agree.
With that being said, let's get into it. Why the fuck are people coming up left and right talking about there is a zombie apocalypse going on right now?
You know, I kind of agree with that.
Let me send it to one more time to the people in the back tab. They have made reports stating, and I quote, there are zombie apocalypse happening fungal right now on planet Earth. So first and foremost, let's get into it. The first video was in London. Now, granted, when I saw these videos, First, I heard somebody else talking about it, and I was like, bitch, I ain't believing none of this shit until I saw the goddamn videos. Now, in the UK, there was zombies walking around and shit like that.
Supposedly.
Like, literally just walking around. And then people in, like, London and shit, they all looking at them like, are they good? Is this fake? Like, are they advertising for a movie? You know what I mean? It's like, that's the first thing I thought. Then shit gets weirder because same thing happened in Tennessee. Only
The
this
Walmart
time,
incident.
you know, they look like the exact same thing, but see, the ones in the UK, one of them was actually holding some kind of poster or some shit. The one in Tennessee, those ones not holding no poster at all. So I'm just like, okay, that's weird. The one in North Carolina, girl, that shit scared me. Now that one I seen like a couple of months ago, and I was just like, maybe she owns something, you know what I mean? But this couple
True.
had recorded somebody and they was eating like carcass. And I mean, this animal was not cooked or anything like that. She was eating it directly from the goddamn source. It was nasty as hell. I said, ugh, and I just kept it moving. You heard? That shit was weird. And then there's something that's happening in Seattle. The exact same thing. Zombies randomly walking the fuck around. Like I said, I don't know. And then on top of that shit, they are claiming that the disease comes from deer. Baby, I don't know who or what to believe. All I'm saying is, bitch, I ain't ready for this shit. I'm terrified and I don't know what the fuck is real though now. So with that being said, like I said, I'm a see it to believe it type of motherfucker. So when I see the shit and I'm like, okay, cool, then it's a problem.
See, I feel the same way. Like, I need to see something like that to actually believe that's happening. Because I've read that science proves that that's not even possible. At least not in the way you would imagine it from a movie kind of thing.
I'm sorry, so now you're telling me with everything else we have going on right now...
This is just a repeat of the same video, kind of.
Zombie apocalypse happening? You heard me correctly. A
Whoa.
zombie apocalypse. Now, before we brush this story off, as someone is making it up, oh, it's fake, people are crazy, there are some very convincing videos going around social media.
What is this lady doing?
4 of them now in under 24 hours. The first one coming from London, where people described a group of people looking like zombies consuming what looked to be other people or potentially deceased animals. Okay, so one crazy video. Then I see a video coming out of Tennessee.
Bro, I agree with this comment right here. Coco Johnson. Nah, she's getting possessed. Yeah, that's low-key what that looks like. That don't look like no zombie apocalypse. That right there looks like somebody is getting possessed. And that's a different thing entirely. And I agree with this comment too, most likely. Yes. There's true cases of this too right here. That's how the origin of zombies originated from, is from this right here, bath salts in Haiti. I've done a little bit of research. That's what they originated from.
Where a lady is describing almost the exact same situation. Okay, we got 2 videos. Now, a third video scrolls. A lady in North Carolina, a very convincing lady, talking about how her and her husband went out and behind a store they saw what appeared to be a zombie-like pale woman consuming either another person or a deceased animal. So now we got 3 videos. Now this morning, I see the exact same type of video coming out of Seattle, claiming the same thing that they saw in London is happening in Seattle. So I looked into this story, of course, because I wanted a more scientific approach at it. And the scientific approach is that most likely this story is made up out of 3, which then red flag, boop, 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 boop. That's them trying to cover up that this might potentially be.
I could see where they would think, oh, okay, well, that's all fake. It's all fake. There's nothing happening. But I could also see it as everyone's saying it's fake to cover it up, too. That way, when it does happen, no one expects it's happening. I could see that as well. I could see that.
Real. So they're saying that the disease may be coming from deer. Now, I don't know how many countries have deer. I would assume England does. I know America does. So that could be likely, but truth starts somewhere. And for all of these people to have such convincing stories of what they saw and it had to do with a zombie apocalypse, We all have a lot going on. I don't know if we can handle a zombie apocalypse on top of all of this. I'm sorry, so now you're...
I agree. And then you got this guy right here.
My name is Owen O'Hanlon.
Allegedly.
August 22nd, 2030. Sector 59 has been completely overrun.
Basically, to sum this up, supposedly this guy is from a group of people that were being overrun by zombies, and he's the last survivor, supposedly. And this is the last thing that they heard from him, supposedly, allegedly. And also, I did just notice this comment that he did say 2030.
I was able to get inside the armory a few days ago. There's nothing much.
One thing I'd like to point out is he claims, and the part of the video, that he was being actively attacked and everything. Notice how his clothes are clean. They don't look like he's been in a scuffle or been running from something, does it? It looks perfectly normal, as if someone just put on clothes and claimed that they've been seeing stuff. That is also could be true too. I don't want to watch the full thing of this. I think you get the point. Supposedly this is real footage, allegedly.
Literally just over there. I have no idea what's going on, right? Zombie infection. There's loads more evidence of this kind of shit going on in the UK. What should I do? Like, should I get closer? I can try and get from there. We need to tell the world that this is happening disused parts of the underground. It's just not. There's just nothing else going on here. But I managed to make my way down here. No one knows that I'm down here.
Right. And because they don't know you're there, right.
There was only 3 before. There's like loads more now.
Supposedly.
Like, in the comments, tell me what you make of it.
I've heard. Okay, so this comment right here. This has a point. This comment has a point because I've read about there's this, like, I guess you could call it an attraction of sorts where you would pretend to be running from zombies and trying to survive them. And I think that someone took that, recorded it, and used that to say that the zombie apocalypse is supposedly happening. Because, I don't know. Bro. This sounds too far-fetched. Here's another supposed one.
Right now, I'm very concerned about the zombie apocalypse. So for the past 20 years in China, I have been criticizing China as the most corrupt, the most unequal, the most materialistic society on the planet. I've been in LA for the past 3 days, and I need to go back to China and issue an apology to the Chinese people. Being in LA for the past 3 days, it really is like setting foot on a Hollywood thriller that is a sci-fi dystopia. I was in the Pacific Palisades last night for a dinner party, and the houses there are like fortresses, these huge mansions that are guarded by private security and which are just beautiful. I was in a $20 million mansion, and then I looked up the hill. There's a $20 million mansion. None of these people, Steven Spielberg, Adam Sandler, are neighbors. None of these people know each other. They're all in their own like self-contained universes. At the dinner party, I'm sitting next to Max Blumenthal. He says to me, "Hey, maybe we should go visit Skid Row." And I think that's the best suggestion anyone has ever asked me. So we get in a car, we go to Skid Row in the evening, and it is really the zombie apocalypse. You've got
supposedly
like blocks and blocks of homeless people. There's this black woman who's naked rolling around the streets. A lot of them were on drugs. And it just seems to me absurd that in the wealthiest country in the history of humanity, you could have this desperate form of poverty. At the same time, what's happening is that rather than focus on internal issues, on internal corruption, inequality, the Americans choose to fight these silly, pointless wars overseas.
They do.
So I'm much more worried about internal tension, internal decay, than I am about nuclear warfare or biological warfare. I'm staying at a hotel in Santa Monica. It's a luxurious hotel. I'm literally living with real-life Ken and Barbie dolls, just beautiful people.
Well, this is not true because it's already past 2021, so this one's not true. Here's some more supposed footage. Allegedly. This is supposedly footage. This is supposedly footage of an alleged zombies being found in abandoned buildings. Allegedly. There's no proof to this.
Lately, TikTok has been flooded with creepy clips that people swear prove something seriously wrong is happening, and this one from the UK has a lot of people freaked out. The person filming noticed a strange group of people gathering outside late at night. But what really makes the video unsettling is the way they move. Nobody talks, nobody reacts to each other, and every single person seems to be walking at the exact same slow pace, like they're all locked into the same pattern. They don't look around, they don't break formation, and they all keep heading in the same direction like they're being drawn somewhere. There's also this weird low sound in the background, and it makes the whole thing feel even more disturbing, almost like the noise is guiding them. People in the comments are completely split. Some think it's probably a social experiment, some kind of performance, or even footage from a horror project that got posted out of context. But others are convinced it's something much darker, like people under the effect of some unknown substance or virus that shuts off normal awareness. The creepiest part is that every one of them seems to be moving toward the exact same spot under the bridge, almost like something is waiting there. So what do you think this actually is? A staged prank, a weird public stunt, or something way more disturbing? Drop your theory in the comments. Lately, TikTok has been flooded with creepy...
Supposedly. See, this is also old. This is July 23rd, or June 23rd, sorry. June 23rd, and we're already in August 2020, August 26, 2026. So that's already passed. Let's see what he has to say.
If you're on TikTok, and you're listening to the rumors about a quote-unquote zombie outbreak that's happening, don't be an idiot. Don't let that distract you from what's actually going on, bro. Go pay attention. That's how they use social media. They use it to distract us. Go look what's happening in Iran right now.
Alright. Not them using the Walking Dead music. Okay.
Hey man, you alright? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh man. Oh.
Interesting.
Can we all just agree that the katana is the best weapon for the zombie
That's
apocalypse?
not what it's quick.
No, I don't think a katana is the best.
Wait.
Can
It
we
says
all
linked
just agree?
meeting. That's not what it's claiming it is.
Can we all just agree?
Are these the same videos?
If a zombie...
No, we're not watching if. We're talking about right now. Aha, here's where I found that video. No!
My mom and I hid in a cave, survived.
Where'd that one video go?
How do we?
So you're telling me that multiple
Interesting.
people on 4 separate occasions claim they seen zombies.
Supposedly.
Claim they came in contact with zombie-like people. And everybody is lying? There are people who are posting videos who are showing genuine fear, claiming that there is a potential zombie apocalypse happening right now. You have the woman in North Carolina. Her and her husband is walking. and they seen a woman eating something that wasn't normal. Mind you, then you have in the UK, where people were saying that they witnessed a group of people that resemble zombies consuming other people. And again, maybe it could have just been deceased animals. Then you have the videos from Tennessee. Somebody claimed that they was in Walmart and they seen somebody get bit by another person.
That happened years ago,
They're
though.
saying after this person got bit in Walmart, they locked Walmart down completely. Kind of like they quarantined it. Took the other person that got bit to the hospital. After that person gets to the hospital, that person completely changed. Now, if y'all remember, there were claims that the CIA mentioned things about zombies. Well,
They
look up there
did.
and see what it says right there. And I need you to read and understand the right way. Pay attention. And then you have the CDC, and this is from ChatGPT, where the CDC released a preparedness 101. Zombie
They did.
So you're telling me that multiple people...
Back in 2020, the CDC released stuff about zombie apocalypse and claimed it was supposedly for preparing for like what to do in a crisis situation, because they didn't want to use actual people because they think it actually was happening. So they used that as fiction, supposedly. Or maybe it was just a cover-up, who's to say? Think about that. Think about that. No, wait. Hey, let's find another one. Some of this looks like it was definitely fake. Supposedly. Here we go. Why is it not playing? Chat, what's your thoughts on this? Let's be so for real. What's your thoughts on this? Oh, here we go. Bro, is it not finna play? What's going on here?
When the zombie...
I'm sorry. So now you're telling
There we
me
go.
with everything else we have going on right now. We
Wait,
have
it's
to
that
deal with
same
a
guy.
partic-
It's that same guy. Hang on.
I'm sorry. So now you're telling me with everything.
Oh, this guy just repeats.
This.
What happened?
Lately, TikTok has been flooded with creepy
No,
clips.
I saw that.
Your truck is. Who survives a zombie?
I'm sorry. So now you're telling me.
Alright, I try not to delve into conspiracy theories too much, but you may have seen some of the videos circulating on the internet over the last few days of people eating wild animals on the side of the road, okay? Now, I'm not saying a zombie apocalypse is starting, but if there was one, here's how you'd want to prepare.
Okay, it's just preparing.
If you're on TikTok.
If you are looking, who survives the?
What would be the word?
Oh, wait, this is what I wanted to look at. Interesting. Very interesting.
Today, after months.
Here's where it gets interesting.
Oh, here we go. This is what I wanted to
We
find.
have research notes from a top U.S.
This is allegedly real.
Familiar with a zombie infection.
Here we go.
Studied both the pre and post-mortem zombie condition before PD. He has identified and named the virus, Cryptonecrophagia vulgaris, CNV. It's a retrovirus, and there's no cure. This scientist's notes indicate prions may also be involved in the infectious process. However, at this point, it remains unclear what, if any, role they play. Remember the single life subject I mentioned earlier? Unfortunately, the subject and scientist are one and the same. We do not know how much time he has left before he's no longer of any use, except perhaps for dissection. So we need more live specimens. Keep that in mind during operations. Problem number 4. Mode of transmission, currently unknown. Transmission modes ruled out: bites, scratches, casual contact, vector infection, droplet, or airborne spread. Some Z team members can attest to the fact that bites and scratches don't spread infection, at least not yet. To date, 12 team members have been wounded while engaged in field operations. They've undergone mandatory 90-day quarantine. None have showed any signs of infection. Not all team members are out of quarantine yet, but we hope they'll be released and return to active duty soon. Problem number 5. Emerging public awareness of the situation. I'm going to mention each of these points, then talk about them in greater detail. There are things you need to know.
Supposedly.
First, the Coconut Grove fly-in. Many of you were there. Then there's the Miami incident. Some of you were there. The CDC Zombie Apocalypse Preparedness Release. DHS released a fake zombie preparedness story.
Supposedly.
Then there's the recent purchases of large quantities of ammunition. About the Coconut Grove fly-in, Z Teams 1, 2, and 3 cleaned down a zombie cell. That got a lot of public attention. Our cover story was that this was an urban assault exercise in preparation for the upcoming UN meeting. For now, our cover story is holding, but one got away. That led to the Miami incident. That should never have happened. About the Miami incident. Some of you were there. Our cover story was bath salts. That was blown when the autopsy results were leaked. There were no bath salts present. We're still dealing with the fallout, and we're investigating the leak. The CDC Zombie Apocalypse Preparedness Release, it was sent out against our wishes. Then they changed.
Huh. What do y'all think, chat? Do you think it's real or no? What do you think, chat? Are we on the verge of a zombie apocalypse? Or is this just all TikTok BS? Let me know what you think in the comments. I think that would conclude our reactions. Thank you all for joining. Tell me what you think in the comments. I genuinely want to know, is there a zombie apocalypse happening? Or is it all fake? Let me know. Bye.